Dude Fest. Three more. Plainclothes cop. Baxter. So I was acting as though she wouldn't be able to find Baxter's office without me. He has his name on the door. They're demons. Collect.
The form of each murder changes. The inner zeal is the same. This is why the killings seem random, unrelated. But the police can't see these connections. Except Officer Baxter. I can't say I trust him, but he's my only chance.
Was that everything in there?
That was close. Where is everybody?
Detectives usually work the day shift.
Okay, but which office is Baxter's?
Oh, wait. I was supposed to talk
It's
to
the
her
back hallway to the right.
before I went back there? All right. Maybe they should have played that cinematic
Are you
when I
trying to
walked
get
in here.
caught? You're about as stealthy as a tornado.
The desk was like that when we got here.
Yeah, I know.
How many places can you hide a book in one tiny little room?
Who knows?
What is making those sounds? Criminal record, mugshot, confidential. Sounded like a camera.
Looks like someone was hiding your real rap sheet. Now I have proof.
He never used that blackmail file against me.
Sure, take your time. No rush, I'm sure the book will find itself.
All right, just calm down a second here. Cops don't hide things in plain sight. I just need to figure this out.
You've had one new message.
Inspect. New message. Someone left a message on Baxter's voicemail.
Hey, can you check that voicemail message?
Okay.
Baxter, I told you you're off the case. Now we need all the files in that psychic's book in my office now.
Rex was still asking for the book, so it is probably still in here somewhere. Good.
Motion commendation. Man, he was so proud of making detective. Baxter probably hid the book somewhere in his office because Rex is still looking for it. Rex prevented Baxter from blackmailing me, using my criminal record against me. Serve and protect. Baxter graduated from the academy 2 years before I did. Terrors of 1692, Salem's Disgrace. Baxter's been reading about Salem's history. Doesn't seem like something he would care about. Analyze details. What caused that mark on the wall? Projected, drawn, imprinted, shadow, writing. Matches gun rack. Matches body outline, stain. Looked like it matched the gun rack to me. Let me look. Wait, I need 3? Stain? Okay. Drawn, projected, imprinted. Okay. Drawn is in like dragged? No. Okay. I guess imprinted? I need to click on the other thing again. I'm just looking around. So that's what Baxter does in his free time, huh? Bowling champion. The gun rack actually opens on hinges, like it's covering a secret compartment or area. Ticket out of town. Okay. Why make it three-dimensional so it can be behind things? Why would Baxter leave town? Alright, is that everything else in the room? 9 out of 10 clues. Alright, yeah, that's gotta be it. Hidden lever.
That opens inward. I better tell the girl.
A strange latch secures the gun rack on the one side. That's not normal.
I think I found it.
Show me.
There's a button on the side of the gun rack.
Yes, this is it.
Oh, please tell me you understand what all these symbols are.
Yeah, some of them.
So if it swings, why did it leave an imprint?
The last thing she
Just
wrote is
slam it
notes
open?
about me.
Oh God, that means he was after her.
You don't know that. Come on, we should move.
Oh, crap.
Wait, what is that?
Mysterious gallows.
That's strange.
Why would this be in her book?
I don't know. Just take it and figure it out later.
She's here somewhere. I'll check here. Head toward the back office.
We gotta go. Stay out of sight.
Go, go!
Stay out of sight, so just charge into the room. Where's he going? I'm
Speed up, girl.
pressing. Oh. Going this way. All right, we're back here. All right, how long can I leave her? Which way are we going? Are we leaving the station? Felt like something was probably in one of these stalls. 2 more.
Hey, Baxter. You still relying on that wizard lady?
You know I ain't into all that spiritual crap. But she's onto something. Results are results. You find a more reliable source, you let me know.
Baxter's relationship with the witness's mother. Baxter is still working on the Bell Killer case, even though he's been reassigned. One more.
Can't tell you anything, son. I'm not in homicide.
I've only been in the department for 6 months. I just... 2 cops get killed? A lot?
No, I wouldn't say it happens a lot. I've been on the force nearly 20 years. And I'm still alive.
Where could the last one have been? I'm still not entirely sure where we're supposed to be going. Am I supposed to talk to her first?
Hold up, hold up. I need to make sure the coast is clear. Rex.
Who's that?
Cop you need to avoid. All right, you're gonna need to make a break for that room over there, but wait for my signal.
Hey, LT, hold up.
You know what this fire drill's all about?
Go, go, go. Come on, come on, come on.
All right, now she's in here. What? Oh, this is the war room.
Rob, what is this place?
Bell Killer War Room. Everything we know about the case so far.
Well, I got what I need, so... See
Hey,
ya.
you keep trying to do this alone, you're gonna get yourself killed.
How about I just leave it as... Oh, you won.
Crap.
Well, we helped her escape, I guess. I figured we'd go to the morgue at some point, but I guess not. Maybe I'll just go that way. There it is. collected a series of mysterious vestige artifacts. All flashback.
I can still remember my first day on the force. Salem PD was in this tiny building on the edge of town. It was old, crowded, and completely insufficient to handle the day-to-day operations. Protecting Salem was getting harder and harder. Finally, the city decided to convert the old armory into our new headquarters. When we finally moved in, I couldn't believe how big and modern the place was. Not bad for one of the first buildings in Salem. Plus, it just felt right. It used to be the city's first line of defense in a wild frontier, and now it had resumed its post once again, only this time in a modern world. The first week was a little chaotic as we settled in. One officer reported that someone had removed his gun from his locker. It took him 20 minutes to track it down, and when he did, he found it leaning against the wall in one of the unoccupied offices. Also, the late-night station operator reported a strange phone malfunction. Occasionally, when someone would call in to report a shooting, the recording would just stop. The call would cut out, and the voice of the panicked caller would just loop over and over again until the phone was unplugged. Soon it was pretty clear that these strange occurrences weren't just honest mistakes or faulty phone lines. One evening, the medical examiner came running down the hall in tears. She noticed that her scalpels and other tools had gone missing. She went to get more from the cabinet, but stopped cold at what she saw in the reflection. A ghostly silhouette of a Civil War soldier was standing over one of the corpses. When she spun around, it was gone. She barely noticed how cold the room had gotten before running off. Of course, the guys didn't believe her. Hell, I didn't either. Till I saw it with my own eyes. I was working late and got up to get more coffee. As I rounded the corner, I saw it in the reflection of the trophy case. It was staring right at me. He lifted an old, ghostly rifle and pulled the trigger. The trophy case fractured into a spider web of cracked glass, and I took off running. The captain didn't believe me and docked my next paycheck to replace the glass. I didn't care if people thought I was crazy. I know what I saw. People sometimes ask me if anyone else has seen it since, or if the specter still roams the halls. I always tell them the same thing. I wouldn't know. I transferred to Boston.
What happened?
Mind if I ask what happened?
What does it look like? I died.
Yeah, I can see that. I meant, how did you die? Autopsies aren't this thorough when the cause of death is cut and dry.
I don't know. A bunch of pills. Some were sleeping pills. It was supposed to be peaceful. I didn't know that you wake up. What am I supposed to do now?
I wish I knew, kid. I'll let you know if I figure it out myself.
This is all a bad dream. It has to be.
What is the purpose of giving you two options? You can't ask both the questions.
Isn't a spiderweb tattoo usually a symbol for time spent in prison? Why would this tattoo have two spiders in the web? He got his own tattoo wrong.
It's just a tattoo. That's all I know. Focus on your work.
And this raven, it's like chained to... Are those prison bars?
We don't pay you to analyze tattoos.
Yes, sir.
Review life.
Wow. His entire arm looks like a confession of...
Nothing can prepare you for that, or seeing your own corpse. It never felt so much like an empty shell until now. God, I look like a criminal.
Well, a confession of... a lot of stuff.
We respect the deceased in here, son. Don't forget that.
Why is the old guy so harsh? But the tattoos might tell us something.
Med school doesn't teach you everything.
Autopsy tools. Wait a second. Why did that pop up like it was evidence for something? Well, I guess that's everything in here. Do I just leave now?